This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. And the two things which is left is your test listener. Okay. Where is that? So test listeners basically they are the methods which will wait for specific events to occur. So this will wait for specific events to occur and then it will execute. So we have four test listeners in your Katalon studio. One is the before test case method, one is the after test case method, one is the before suit method, and one is the after suit method. Okay. Now we also have the concept of setup and tear down. Uh, in each test cases, if you understand it, we have used the concept of setup and tear down, and we have seen the concept of setup and tear down where I had used the setup with the initialization method created. I think, let me see it out here. Did I create it out here? Not this one. American Golf custom keyword Excel setup tear down here. If you look out here, there's a setup procedure, and this is the tear down procedure. And you have tear down on failures also. Understand it? Now, the setup and tear down procedure is for this particular test case. Okay, and each test case can have its own setup and tear down. Don't confuse it with the before test case method and after test case method. Before test case method will run before the test case. Okay, so it's something like this. If you have a notepad kind of a scenario, how will this run? What is going to happen is that you have, let's say, TC1, test case 1, then you have TC2, test case 2. So, so each of these test case can have its own setup and tear down process. It will have its own setup. It has its own tear down. Okay, and this test case can also have its own. This test case can also have its own setup, and this test case can also have its own tear down. Now, when I speak about this test case before test case method, before test case method will run before all the test cases. Before test case method, this will run before all the test cases. So there are two test cases. Before test case method will run before all the test cases, and after test case method will run after all the test cases have run. So it's something like the after test case method will run after all the test cases have run. It's something like this. Okay. And similarly, you have something called as before test suit method and after test suit method. Now let's say these two test cases are part of a particular suit. So before test suit method will run before the suit runs. So before test suite of the method, we will run before the suite. The suite contains two test cases. Each test case has its own setup and teardown process. And there is a before test case method. This will run before the test cases. And should be used only once. After test case also we will run after all the test cases have run. This will run, and this will run before all the test case. Similarly, if you understand before test suite method, before the suite runs, this will run. And similarly, there is something called as after test suite. It should be used once in a suite. Be used once in a suite. And it holds true for this also. Should be used once in a shoot, and this also should be used once. It's better that I put it in the PPT only. So what I'll do is that I'll create a new slide. Where I'm putting it. Let me put it out here. It's better that I put it out here so that you can remember it also. Okay. So let's try to use it now. So remember that these listeners have to be used in a suit. It has to be used in a suit. So first, let's check it out. One particular thing that there's a read email application where you have said save mail and send mail. So is it sending and saving mail? Okay. So what I'll do, I'll copy this. If you understand this, this is where you are putting the subject field, and you are clicking on the send mail link. Instead of clicking on the send mail link, if you understand, there's something called as, if you go to read email account, you do everything like your send mail, say send mail only. You actually write down the two field, the subject area and the compose area. It's taking a lot of time to open up. Okay. The only thing, clicking on send, you have to click on save. That is what you are supposed to do. So these codes will be comments, so I can copy these codes. I'll go to say save mail, paste it out here. The only thing will be that if you understand it, here the send mail link. Okay, the send mail link is defined in the inbox page of Rediff Mail app. I need to have a save mail link for that. So I need to go to the object repository out here. And there's something called a Rediff Mail app inbox landing page. Inbox page is send mail link. Okay, so I have to create a new test object called as save mail link. Okay, and take the XPath of this, inspect it. Copy the XPath, go out here. And I can go to save mail. Instead of this click on send mail, this will be click on your save mail link. That's all. Rest of the other things are absolutely as it is. Now for using this listeners, you have to first create a suit. We'll create a suit. I'll call this suit as uh, Rediff Mail suit. And let's call this as Rediff Mail. Open this. Add the test cases for what are the test cases called as Rediff Mail application, save mail and send mail. This test case and this test case. Okay, I've checked both of them. So once I've created that, then I can go out here to the listeners part. And create the listener. I'll call this as Rediff Mail listener. You can add these, you can see before test case, after test case, before suit, after set test suit out here directly. Check it out. Now I'll go to the script mode. You can check this and say okay, it gets created. What I need to do is that I'll click out here and go to the script mode directly. This is the script mode. So by that, the class name, you can see the class gets created with the listener name. Okay, now I'll put it with the script mode. Always good to put it with the script mode. Okay, so we'll have to use a public method. Return type is void. I can give any name to it. For example, before suit. This is the method name. And the argument of before suit listener will take the test suit. It is important to pass this context. Call this as suit context. This class has to be passed, and it's important to pass this. And what I can do is that I'll have to use at the rate, control spacebar. I have to use is that before control spacebar before test suit. Annotation has to be used. Okay. Now, if you understand these two test cases, what is common between them? Both the test cases navigates to the same URL and maximize the window. Okay. Uh, so these four do have a script. You can see out here, maximize the window, and there's a delay time. So I can copy these four and go to the listener and paste it out here. So before suit test will run once. Okay. Now this will open up, and then what are the other things which are common? Uh, this part where you're using the username and password, and you click on the go button. Okay. This part is also common between both the test cases. So what I can do is that this portion from here until here, I can put it to your at the rate before test case. It is not compulsory that you have to use all the four listeners, but you can still use it. This will also have mm, public void before test case listener is the class name, and here you have to pass on, like you're passing for test suit, you're passing test suit, you have to pass on test case context. Okay, the name is case context. And what I can do for both the codes, these lines are common for both the test cases. I can go out here and write down. Okay, what is uncommon is so until here go button. After that, write mail link. This is also until this point it is common. Which point? High testing. Let's say this is common. You switch to default content right on the compose area. Here you are saving a mail. You are clicking on the save mail. I can copy this, go to the listener, make it as part of your after test. I'll just copy this first, paste it out here. After test. So So after test case will execute after the test case, right? So I'll go and select it, copy, paste it out here. What is uncommon should remain out here. For example, clicking on the save link out here and then delay time. Here it is clicking on the send link and then delay time. This logout link and delay and then closing the browser. Again, all this is common procedure between both the test case. Okay, so what I can do, I can go to the test listener, and first of all I'll copy this. Call this after suit. And I can copy from here this portion and paste it out here. So the only portion which is uncommon between the two test cases are clicking on the save mail and send mail. So rest of the other parts are common. So what I can do is that I can choose. Here it is where so I can disable all these points. Clicking on the save mail and delay is part of your send mail. Similarly, in save mail also, go to the manual mode, choose until this point, you disable it. Click and delay is part of your test case. Now again, these three will be also disabled. Now this is part of your after suit. First four and it is first four until maximum is part of your before suit. In the middle, before test case and after test case. So before test case listener is out here. It is going to go to the landing page and find the username and give the what you call set text for the username, password, and click on the go button. It is common, and after test case is nothing but finding the right mail link and clearing the text. Set the text to two fields. Set the text to compose a subject. Switch to the frame. Set the text to compose area. Switch back from the frame to the main page. This part is the after test case. So what is uncommon is highlighted. This test case, this is uncommon. Clicking on the save mail link and then delay. Here also clicking on the save send mail link and delay. And I will comment this also. Disable this. Because these are part of your listeners. Okay. So once you have done that, you can go back to your test suite. This is your test suite. Yeah. Run this. This will automatically call the listener out here. Because right now you can see I have disabled everything. Disable everything. Let's close this. This is the listener part, right? So let's run this suite. And you can run it in Chrome. See, automatically before suite listener is working. This is before suit listener. Now it is before test case listener. If you look at this has failed out here, click and find the same mail link. And that is because the listener has not been defined correctly. One minute, let me stop execution. This portion is working. Logout link. Let's test up these two things. I will comment the rest of it. 1 minute. Save it. Go to the send mail and save mail. I'll enable portions which are required. Until this listener, what is the before so delay time is there. So until delay time from here onwards, I will enable it. Save it. Here also. Delay type, disable it. These all have to be enabled. Click delay close browser. Click delay close browser is disabled. This is part of your after suit. This is part of your before suit. This is part of your after suit disabled. This is part of your before suit disabled. I hope I have saved everything. Okay. Let me run this now. Run it from the suit level. First check up the before suit to listener and the after suit is running or not. This is send mail or save mail? Sending mail. Close the browser. It has failed. Send mail test case not running. Why? Save mail failed. Okay. Log viewer. Past one. Errors one. Okay. Save mail. What is the problem? Let me run the save mail test case. Suit will run once. Okay. Suit runs one means it will log in. I should not put the logout is at the last, right? So this should work from here. Where is the inbox page? Okay, what I can do is this before suit test case consists of login. Put it as part of your before suit completely. Before test case will not have anything. After test case will have. Okay. First let me run the save mail separately. What's happening? Not able to use the login username. Yes, username. Is this working? Okay, it will fail to work because 1 minute, just hold on. The individual test case should run first. This is working at this point. So why isn't this working? Same script. That's why. Same mail, no variables are out here. Delay time. That's why it was not working. Two field string. This is the string core. That is why it was not working. Yeah, it is working now. This should save the mail. Okay, fine. Let's go back out here. So now you can go back to the. This is the thing. Listener is this. So I will keep. mm, this will log in once before test suite, and after test suite will log out and close the browser. It will do once. And the test case will be basically. Let's look at the after test case. After test case is this should be part of a before test case. I should put this Control X and put it out here. So before test case will do this. Control backward slash. So after before test case, this will actually click and then it will save it or save and send both, and then close this off. So what I can do is Click on the logout. Until this, I will comment it. Disable it in both. And click on the logout link will be also disabled. Save it, and here also come down, disable it, save it. So as part of the listener, this will run once, then before test case will run for once, we'll write down, and then the test case will happen to send and save. Send and save will happen. Okay. And which test case test script is running first is based on the script. Save mail will run first and then send mail. If you want to run send mail before, put it before it. And then the after suit will run. At the last, we'll close the browser. It should work now. Let's run it from the suit level. Before suit listener, okay. After suit, after test case should run now. Before test case should run. Yeah, before test case. You can see out in the log viewer. What's the part of it? Let me close the. As part of your before test suit, it should click on the go button. Should click on the go button. Is it clicking on the go button? Delay time variable, subject field variable is there. Delay time variable is there. To field variable is there. Subject field, delay time, to field variable. Let's go to ready from a listener. If I don't have both of them, why it is reacting like this? Stupid kind of reaction. Landing page, go. Landing page, go, 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 right, mail, clear, encrypted text. Wait for element clickable. This is part if you're before suit, after suit. Is this running first? Right mail link, how it is coming? What's open browser, maximize element to find by global access. Please wait. Send mail test case, click on Reddit mail, right mail link. Sir, not logged in only. How will you go to the save mail inbox and all? It's not able to find the delay time. Underline is coming, you can see. This delay time is coming from, and here also if you look at, it is not able to find. Global variable is fine, but these are variables which are localized to the test case. You can't be using it in the listener. Where is the other problem? Username is defined out here. Password is defined out here. Go button is defined. So instead of delay time described like this in the before suit, this is delay time which is a local variable. You can see that. So when you are using the delay time, the listener should not use this. So because it is not approachable by listener because it is localized to that particular test case. So delay time of 5 seconds will be better. Define it like this. Non-approachable. If it is a global variable, it is approachable. Navigate to URL, wait for page to load, maximize the window, delay 5 seconds. Set text. Yeah, that is why. Local variables cannot be used in listeners. No, it is work. So the crux of the matter is that when you are using listeners, do not use localized variables of the test cases. It will fail. And this is and the subject area is also it is now localized. It will work. Yes. Now the what is happening if they look at in this Katalon studio, they have been using for subject area also. Uh, these are local variables. So when you are using it as a listener, don't use this. Now it is working fine. You can see. Yeah. Now it is working fine. Cell mail test case is running. So that is what the problem was. Both are running right now perfectly. So what I can do now is that go to the listeners part. Before suit is defined. Let me close this. Before suit is defined, right? Now from the point delay this point username and until your wait for element to be clickable go button. There are points in this particular script. Copy it. There are points in this particular script which are using localized variables. So I'll call this as before so before test case public void before test case listner, and I can use this now. I'll call this as test case context. Test case set case context. Paste it here. Right. So this will run. It will run only once. This will run only once. So this will basically until this particular position. Username password. Yeah, this find it out here, right? Go button. I will not copy this. What I want to copy is defined out here in the script mode. What I want to copy is this portion. Write mail link. Okay. Write mail link. Compose area. High testing. Switch to until this version. Copy this. Go to the listener before the test case. This will run only once. Then it will click on save and send. That portion is part of the test case. So what I can do is click on send. I'll have to comment and disable this. Save it. Go to the save mail. Copy. Disable. Save it. Only the save mail will be clicked and save mail, send mail. So writing on the compose area will be one process only. It will not be multiple process. Then send and save will be clicked one after another. And here in the before test we have used, you can see I have used out here the local variables to field. So I have to change it with the values of it. So where are the values? Script to field, right? To field will need to use the variables of the to field. This is what I need to copy and paste it out here because this will not be recognized. Subject field also has to be changed. So go out here, subject field, Katalon testing. These are local variables, cannot be used in listener. If it is a global variable, you can use it. Done. Delay time. This also has to be 5 seconds. Delay time 5 seconds. So no other local variables are used for the test cases. Fine. And then it will run these test cases. You click on the save and delay. Delay time will be used from local variable. Save mail also click on the save link and delay time. And then it will be part of your after suit. Okay, now this will run perfectly. I hope I have saved everything. Now save mail will run first and send mail will run later on. Before shoot, before test case and after shoot will run only once. Until here it is before shoot. Now before test case will run. Hmm. Before test case will run now. Yeah, it is running now. You can see before test case. You can see it. Now the send and save. This will be happening only once. Send first save will be clicked and then send will be clicked and then after shoot will run. Now send mail should happen. Your mail has been sent. Good. Now after shoot. So this is how listeners will work. You have to put it perfectly. Should close the browser. Yeah. And it is successful, you can see. Okay. This is how a test listener should be created. Now, one more thing I want to show you. There's some advanced usage of these test case context methods, classes, test suite context. What you can use it for. Copy this, paste it out here. Dot. You will see there's a method called as get test suite ID. This will basically give you the test suite ID, the test suite name. Okay, and we can print out this. You can print out this. You can also get the status of the test suite. How do you get it? The test suite has passed, failed, or skipped. Suite context dot get status, and this also you can print out. Okay, and one thing more I can do is that there is a method called keyword util dot mark warning is there should be keyword util dot keyword what is that method called as mark warning method. Let me see. mark warning method of Katalon. Mark field, mark utilities. This has to be imported. Copy it. In the simple process test case, okay, has also some, the test case context also has some methods. So I'll show you that also. For example, dot, you will have the method called as get test case ID. This method can be used, or you want to use another method called the test case has passed or not, or failed or skipped. Get case status. You can get this case variables, what variables you are used in the test case, and global variables, not local variables, obviously. And get message, the message, get status you can use, and you can put it as part of your keyword using mark warning. It's the same way out here. Oops. This comes as a warning in the log with the test case status. And also you can one thing, let's say if the test case fails, if it fails or passes. Now how do you get the pass or failure? You can go out here, check up the console. Skip, past and all comes right. So we can write down, if we can write down something like this. For example, you want to take a test case screenshot on failure, or on passing you take a test screenshot. You can write down if PASSED, passed in capital letters, dot equals ignore case, and you will get the actual result from here. Is something of that sort. Then you can take a screenshot. So web UI dot take screenshot, and wherever the screenshot is taken, you can print out. On passing, I'm taking it. You can print out. This will print out the path of the screenshot. You can look at the path. You can create all these behaviors, and now you can run it once more from the suit level. Advanced usage of your listeners like this. If failed, you can take a screenshot. Saving mail, you can see that. Sending mail, done. Okay, and we can see the console result. Test suit name, you can see. And this is the printout where the screenshot is taken. You can go out here, screenshot on passing, because in the listener I have given the out. If the test case is passing, then take the screenshot, print out the path of it. So you can go to that particular path, paste it. This is the printout on passing. Similarly, if it is failing, what you can do, you can write down if failed, take a screenshot. Okay, so this is how your listener works. I hope you're able to understand it. Any questions you have, Rasmiya and Nilufar?
No, no question.
Okay. Okay, the last part is your desired capabilities. That is nothing but settings only. So if you look at, I have given it desired capabilities. They are basically a set of key value pairs which defines browser configuration. How you can add the configurations, you can do like this. So if I, let's say, have a simple test case, just to open the browser, nothing else. Number of links, right? So I'll just open the browser and maximize it. Nothing else I'll do. I'll just want to show you desired capabilities. So I'll create a new test case with the name of desired capabilities. It will not take much time. Okay, I'll paste it out here. So this is going to, I will just open this. Okay, I'll just run it over the Chrome browser. This opens up in, no, and one more thing. It maximizes, right? Okay, I will remove this maximize part, not required. Okay, let me run it once more. Okay, now if you go out here to Chrome, there's something called as Chrome versions. You can see that this is the command line through which, these are the commands through which the Chrome opens up. Okay, these are called as capabilities defined in the command line part. These are called as capabilities defined. It defines where is your Chrome exe, background networking is disabled, detection is disabled, default applications, hang monitor disabled, pop-up blocking disabled, prompt on repost disabled, email enable automation disabled, enable blink disabled, enable logging enabled. So you can see that extensions are defined out here. So these are nothing but your capabilities defined. Now I can set up my own capabilities if I want to in the default only. So what I can do is that if you see this particular PPT, here what I've given is desired capabilities for your Chrome. GitHub.com, Selenium HQ, Selenium Wiki. You can just put it out here. GitHub. .com dot Selenium HQ slash Selenium Wiki. And you can find for, if you look out here, you can find for desired capabilities out here. So let's go. Desired capabilities. Okay, so you will see desired capabilities for read only, for write only, remote web driver capabilities, grid capabilities, Selenium RC capabilities, browser specific capabilities. For Firefox specific is out here. You can see IE specific is out here. So we will look at Chrome for example. So see Chrome capabilities. Click here. So if you scroll down, you will see the capabilities section out here. Okay, and you can click this particular link in a new tab. There's a link out here. Here, click here. List of Chrome command line capabilities. Okay, the first thing is that you have to use args. It takes a list of strings. You can see that. I'll copy this. Now what I'll do, I'll set up the capability. So you can go to project, you can go to settings, desired capabilities, web UI, Chrome, add property args is a list of strings. Sorry. Okay, now you can set up is a list of strings. So give the capabilities. So what capability you want to set right now? For example, okay. So see here for a list of Chrome arguments. So this is a list of Chrome arguments. I want to basically do maximization. So by default, I will not use the maximize window keyword. There's called something called as start with maximize. Where is that? Start maximize. OPQRS S. Start maximize. Then just copy this. What does it do? Start the browser maximize regardless of any previous settings. Earlier we used to get maximize window. We can add it out here. Add the value. Start maximize. Okay. Apply. Save it. Now if you look at, there's no maximize window method, but I have made the default settings to start maximize. So when I next I run it on the Chrome browser, you will see it automatically maximizes. You see that. And if you go to Chrome version, in the command line prompt, you can see that the start maximized command line will be out here somewhere. You can see it. So I have set up a capability. This is default capability being set. Okay. Now you've always seen that when you go to these browsers, customized capabilities are empty, right? So how can I set up customized capability? Let's say, how do I do that? Now when I'm running Chrome, default is set to maximize because you have set up the capability from here, right? So it is by default opening on maximize state. Now let's remove this, delete, apply, okay. Now I will customize. So I want to basically do a customized capabilities. Let's say for Chrome. How do I do that? It is empty right now. You can see. So what you need to do is that you can go to again project settings. You can go to desired capabilities. You will see custom. Add custom value. Which driver do you want to use? I want to use Chrome. There are other drivers also. Edge, Firefox, IE. So I want to set up the custom capabilities for Chrome. Okay. Once you do that, you can click out here. Set up the preferences. So what are the preferences? Same thing. You can add which property do you want to add. If you understand it, the property was args. Go set up args. Return type is a list of strings. So return type is a list. Value, give it value. What is the value? Value is I want to maximize it. So copy this, go out here and set up the value. Okay, okay, okay out here. Customer right now, customized, not by default. So right now, if I click out here, customer capability will show you custom. This right earlier it was empty, now it is custom because you customize it for the Chrome browser. Click here. You see Chrome open up in maximized state. This is customized capability settings. See that. So this is desired capability settings for Chrome. Now like Chrome, you can set up for Firefox also in the same way. Okay. Now there's one more defined out. You can see incognito. You want to open up in incognito mode. Then let's say I'll show you in customized settings only. You can go out here. There's something called as incognito. GHI incognito. So you can choose any one of them, and I'll show you customize again. So I'll go to project settings, desired capabilities, custom. Open this up. Now arguments. Okay. So one I've already set up to. It is the same list of strings, right? Add one more string and set it to incognito. Say okay, okay, okay. And when I run this with the custom capabilities, you will see that it is opening maximized incognito mode. Incognito mode means you will not be tracked wherever you are going as a history, what cookies you are using and all. This is that's why it's in black color. You can see incognito mode. And if you want to go to Chrome version, you will be able to see in command line you have maximized, and you will be in incognito mode. Disable background networking, disable client-side phishing, disable detection, disable hang monitor, disable pop-up blocking, disable prompt up, disable this, that, and that. Ignore certification errors. Extensions are this. Keychain, Lenovo application. But anyways, you can see it is not coming in the command line. That's fine. But you see, you see out here it is coming in. You are in incognito mode. Okay. And this is how you can set up desired capabilities. Okay. Like that, you have desired capabilities. You can search it out. Desired capabilities are there for your GitHub. Where is that? Yeah. You have desired capabilities for Firefox also. These are Firefox specific. Okay, where is that? Here, this one. This is the argument to be used. This is the argument for Firefox binary, part to the Firefox binary file to use. Logging, if you want to use in Firefox, you can use this. Then your IE specific also. Ignore zoom settings. Initiate browser URL. Enable persistent hover. You can see how to use those from here. Okay. So that's the end of your Selenium with your there is web application. Tomorrow we can start up your mobile. Mobile will not take much time. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, Kaushik. Thanks very much. Hello, Kaushik.
I'm not able to hear you. Very, very feeble sound.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very low sound is coming.
Kaushik, actually, we haven't received the link. I mean,
For?
for on Friday's session.
Okay, okay. I will tell her.
You have shared them.
No, I have not shared actually. I will tell her after I have shared it right now.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Saturday, Sunday, there was no current in this area. I don't know. Some problem with the Bescom. It came today morning. And I'm working from home today. So that is why it was a problem.
Okay, fine, Kaushik.
Yeah. I will send it right now. I'll tell her to upload it today, right? Today's and Friday's.
Okay, fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.